Fort Worth, as you can imagine, does not specialize in ethnic foods, but they are still able to be found if you know where to look. I was looking for Asian foods, and I'm going to put the places that I went below so you can look at those too. They both were highly rated on Google, so I thought I've got good chances when I get there to find at least something. The first store that I went to was on the smaller side, and it had a lot of options that I was used to finding back in Oregon when I would go to a Viet Thai store. A lot of the stuff in the refrigerator cases, the produce that I was looking at, I didn't know what it was. I'd never heard of some of them before. The young lady who worked there was so kind and helpful, and I would point to one. I said, "Is this good to eat raw?" And she'd tell me, "Oh, that would not be good raw. That's for cooking in a soup." Okay, and this one. I would have asked her to taste test them, and that is an option. I just didn't think of it at the time. And so what I managed to come out of that store with was, I don't know if you've ever seen this before, water spinach, and I'll give you a close-up of this. A huge, huge bunch. I had run out of greens in the house. I think I've got one head of romaine, which is unheard of in my house right now, and I'm growing some dinosaur kale outside, but other than that and a few beet leaves that I could salvage, I needed some greens. And I thought, well, water spinach. Spinach is a good staple. I've never had water spinach before. I have no idea if the plants are even related in the same family, but she said it tastes good raw. I'm going to try it. I'd encourage you to do the same thing. If you see something you've never tried before, try it at least once. And if at all possible, don't try to stick with the same greens over and over. There are some people who are diehard spinach fanatics, and then there are the diehard kale fanatics. You want a little bit of all of it because every single one is going to have its own spectrum of nutrients. And you want that whole spectrum coming to you, not just one thing coming to you over and over and over. You can't thrive that way. We need a lot more variety. Water spinach is high in vitamin A and vitamin C, so that's what it's mostly known for, and it has a few more that you can look up. Then I went to another Asian supermarket, and this one was big. Not as big as Uwajimaya in, I think it's in Beaverton, Oregon, but pretty big. It's on that scale. And a lot of the produce is something that you would widely recognize, and a lot of it is not. There were so many more greens. There was nobody around to help me this time. So I was on a mission. I was going for one thing, but something caught my eye. These. Okay, you say, tiny bananas, what's the big deal? Well, if you've ever looked at bananas that are not your typical bananas, you would know that something is very different about these. This is your regular sized banana, almost ripe. These are apple bananas, and these are not ripe. Neither are these. There's a lot of green on the stem, though they're almost getting there. As you can see there, I have ripe bananas now to show you. These bananas are just now getting ripe. You can see the brown spots on them. Those brown speckles mean they are ripe inside, and they will continue to ripen. So you have some unripe bananas here and some ripe ones. So when apple bananas get ripe, they look absolutely disgusting, like they are past prime. But these are not the same variety as these bananas, so don't judge them the same. If you peel these open too soon, it's going to be kind of woody and tasteless. But if these are just right, as far as ripeness go, they're supposed to be a lot sweeter than the traditional banana that we get. So there's a huge variety of bananas out there. There's red bananas, there's plantains, and try each one and see which one is your favorite. I believe it was Ellen Fisher who said that these were the sweetest, and she said once you try apple bananas, you'll never go back to the regular ones. So I wanted to try for myself, and I grabbed up several. And so we're going to try to make a smoothie out of this today and see how it does. Since I usually use bananas as the base of my smoothie, we'll try it. And I think definitely as our green, we're going to do the water spinach, and we'll see how it goes. And we'll add more from there if it needs more. My main goal when I started looking for Asian stores to go to was to find a jackfruit. And as you can see back there, I did. And I have done a video on that, so you can refer to that video and see all about the jackfruit. when it's ripe, how to open it, and how to eat it. What does it taste like? Was it worth the wait? Because I really had to go far to hunt that thing down. We're gonna open up a banana here. They have some interesting ends. It looks like they open up just as you would expect. So right away, this banana feels a lot more dense than a regular banana to me. It's quite solid. Maybe one more. Well, it feels like I'm shucking corn. That's how it kind of feels. All right, 4 apple bananas. Now let's see what would be a good amount of green. Let's just start off with this much. Can you see those? It's like little roots sticking out. So that's really neat how it's sending out roots here and there to pick up extra nutrients as it grows. If I do this, there's no way that this is going to blend because the blades need something to catch onto. So I'm going to sandwich the spinach with the banana. So this is feeling kind of dry to me, so I don't know how well it's going to blend at all. We'll try it. I had to add 2 more bananas in here to make it blend, and it's nice and green. It's a green smoothie just like I wanted. That's probably too green for a lot of people, but I like it extra green. But this is not a smoothie. I gotta tell you, this is cream. That's pretty much what it is. You could spread this like frosting. You see that? So now taste test. That's actually really good. It doesn't taste like banana. I mean, it does, but it doesn't. There is that hint of a different sweetness, more of a clearer sweetness rather than creamy, which surprises me because of how dense this is. This is really, really dense. I would expect a really creamy taste, and it's not. I can see why they're called apple bananas. There is a hint of an apple flavor there. Might make a good breakfast bowl, but it's not a smoothie. So I have a solution for this. Actually, my 2-year-old gave me the solution for this. When I didn't really want a solution, he took my nectarines. I didn't take the stickers off of them. Always take your stickers off as soon as you get the produce if you're thinking about it, because it gets harder later on. He decided that they were buttons and pushed them in. Those of you that have kids understand how this can happen. These are nice and ripe, so hopefully they'll go in okay. And the reason I chose the nectarines were not just because they were used for buttons. Oh boy, these are really ripe. Look at that juice. But this is what I want. So one of the reasons I chose the nectarines is because I knew this was going to be super juicy and add more of a water content. And if I can ever add water to my smoothies without actually adding water, all the better. Because just think about it. How more pure can you possibly get your water than when it goes through all the filtration process of a plant? There's no healthier water than you can get out of your fruits and vegetables. I use Best Water from Shapley, which is certified to remove lead and performs so much better than other water purifiers out there, but I still prefer this water over anything. Check this out. I'm having a hard time getting down here, which was my original blend. So I've gotten these 3 layers to my smoothie, which is really, really beautiful. If you're gonna be spooning this into a cup, keep this in mind because you could do this and in a clear glass, that's gonna be gorgeous. But I want this all the way. So, try again. I'd say this is still really, really thick. We'll see if I can get it through the straw. No wonder Ellen Fisher's smoothie recipes have water in them sometimes. I'm gonna have to add water to this. Wow, are those bananas ever thick? I think I added a half a cup of water to this, but it goes through a straw now, and it is delicious. This is a very delicious smoothie. Really heavy on the banana, so if you don't like banana and like that little extra flavor of a little apple-y without putting apple in it, these are the bananas to get. If you're doing a breakfast bowl, this is fantastic for this because it's going to sit in the bowl solidly where you put it. It's not going to defrost and melt all over you like when we blend up something like frozen blueberries. It's gonna stay the consistency that you want it to. So this would make a very successful breakfast bowl, and if you thin it out, it makes an incredibly delicious smoothie and nutritious smoothie. So don't be put off by the green color. There's no flavor in here from the water spinach that I can tell at all. I should confirm that. It's like regular spinach. There's no flavor pretty much at all to this, which is really nice. If you like this video, I think you should give it a thumbs up right now to let me know. Comment below and let me know what you're gonna put together to try to make a smoothie from an Asian supermarket near you. And if you hit the subscribe button, I'll be regularly feeding in more things just like this, healthy recipes and fun tips for you. Thanks so much for watching and have a wonderful day.